Hello again, Pietro here. Thanks for clicking on by. So it has been a few hot minutes. It's actually been over a week now, and I got my new shipment in from Ultrahuman, and I'm very very interested in seeing what's inside. Do I have a knife on this thing? Ooh, switchblade. This will work. Can't believe I don't have a knife in the car. How can I not have a knife in the car when I do unboxings all the time? So, I already know what this is. It's my Libre 3 sensor. I went through two with them, and then I got one through the company that makes them, Abbott and something. Deep Health Insights. And I have it, oh yes, yes, and yes, Freestyle Libre 3. Gorgeous. I've missed the information and the ability, or the lack thereof, of not knowing. Abbott, that's the company, yeah, Abbott. Hey Abbott! So we'll open that up. That looks easy enough. Now, I decided to do a negative test, and I kept this in my arm for an extra week. So instead of 14 days, do not do this at home. I had it in for, oh man, 21. So let's see what happens when I take that off. Oh, whew. Ooh, look at the needle. It's really kind of bent. Yeah, there is a thought process that this part of the device starts breaking down as soon as you shove it in your arm. So since that was in my left arm, doesn't smell funky, I'm going to use the right arm this time. Ooh, boy, that is a needle, isn't it? Okay, I think this comes, whoops, with the little alcohol pad. Yep, alcohol wipes. Whoa, that is a huge alcohol wipe. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in my left arm again, and I'll do a slightly different area. Let the air dry for a minute. So what have I liked? What have I enjoyed? What do I dislike? One, I don't like the delay. And really, that's about it. Sometimes there's a 20 to 30 minute delay between the Libre app and the Ultrahuman app. And then that's kind of a big deal. I was just talking to a person I know, an associate, kind of a friend, kind of a coworker friend, and he has type 2 diabetes, and his levels will rise really quickly. So in a delay of 20 or 30 minutes, knowing whether your glucose range is 150 or going up past 200, that's really important to know. And sometimes you wouldn't know that using just the Ultrahuman app. So the one thing I don't like is several times a day, I'm opening both the Libre 3 app and the M1 app. Okay, here it is. Trying to find my notes. Come on. So many notes, so little time. Okay, it's got to be here. Casio now. Maybe I labeled it under glucose. Ah, here it is. All right. So unboxed 429, that was my third sensor. 1 o'clock, mac and cheese, ham, chocolate milk. Glucose went up to 141 at 13:48. Started dropping down to 139, which is good. That's what I like. 12:34 the following day. So now we're at April 30th. Went to Bajío Grill with my coworkers. Sensor error. Restarted the app, and about 2 or 3 minutes later, I was at 157. 12:52, 133. Does a diet soda spike your blood sugar as much as regular soda? Does it? For me, no, it doesn't. 12:53, 125, 13:34. So now we're almost a full hour after my eating out. I was down to 127. But the Ultrahuman app told me I was at 169 since the last sync was 12:35. So that's kind of the delay that I was talking about. 13:36, I restarted the Ultrahuman app. Nope. Libre 3 data is still out of date from 12:35. So it was almost an hour. And now I have my list. Oh, a long list. So 14 days, my CGM number 1, right arm. 14 days, CGM 2, left arm. 9 days in, only 5 days left, CGM 3, left arm. 1150, 110 milligrams DL. Time and ranges, 70 to 180, 100%, which is good. That's what you want, at least for me. Low glucose events, 0. Average 113. So number 1, accountability for my eating habits. Number 2, this gives me a better understanding of glucose and how my body is reacting to foods and what my pancreas is doing and what it's not doing. Does that make sense? All right, let's switch the angle, shall we? There we go, that's better. Number 3, for a healthier next week with my family. That's why I'm doing this. Number 4, a brief stroll in a half of a shoe of a diabetic. Since I'm only pre-diabetic along with millions of other people, it's not as scary day to day because my body is not fully trying to kill itself. Number 5, knowing and developing smarter, healthier eating habits is better than a doctor telling me bad news at age 55 or 60. Number 6, another motivation to exercise and cook my own food. Number 7, the glucose score. Number 7, the glucose score data blood metric is missing for many people striving to reach that goal weight. So it's not just for someone that's pre-diabetic or they're struggling with diabetes 2 or diabetes 1. It can be for a lot of people, just athletes. Number 8, preparation today makes for a more joyful next year. Number 9, the AI side of meal prep, eating, the order of my food groups. Yes, extremely useful. Number 10, information on when to work out to lower my glucose and to prevent glucose spikes. Number 11, feedback on when to eat less, or just drink water. Number 12, gamification for the improved metabolic score. I find it fun to avoid glucose spike. Number 12, gamification that helps. Number 12, gamification for the improved metabolic score, meaning I'm just trying to beat yesterday. And I find it fun avoiding those glucose spikes. There was a bug on my camera, it scared me. And crashes. I'm still learning about the crashes, but over the past month, much, much better avoiding glucose spikes. Okay, here goes nothing. It's all dry. Sensor number 4. Right about there. Does that look good? Yeah, that one. The 4th time hurts much less than the first. Now I have 4 of these darn things. Do I send them back to you, Abbott? How do I recycle them? And now we wait, but now we have to pair it. So again, the Libre 3 is really nice because it works with both Bluetooth and NFC. So you just open the Libre 3 app. Then it says apply new sensor, next, scan new sensor. Ready to scan. Do not take high doses of vitamin C more than 500 milligrams per day. All right, I'll do that. Sensor ready in 60 minutes. Rock on. Okay, see you in 60 minutes. Hopefully I've been doing well over the past week. Yeah. And many thanks. And many thanks to Ultrahuman for sponsoring this video. And many thanks to Ultrahuman for sponsoring Deep Health Insights and sending me 2 more of the Libre 3 sensors. And thank you, Abbott, for the years of research that went in to these devices. I have tried the Libre, well, I didn't try. I have a relative who uses the Libre 2. I recommend going with this one. I feel it's more accurate and just less things go wrong. Over the past, 2 months or so since I started this little journey of tracking my glucose, I haven't had any issues with the Libre 3 sensor. It works for 14 days straight. It just works.